All the time. Hello, hello.
Let me open my Houdini.
Okay, start your Houdini. Let me project. Oh, but I'm starting with installation. I'm gonna start installing. I haven't installed it here, but it's gonna serve. So, as a good rule of thumb, we're gonna start here. And I think we can hide that. So yeah, the screen, this is should be bigger. Okay, now we are projecting the screen. So I'm gonna go through how to install Houdini if you don't have Houdini. I'm gonna go to Chrome browser. This is an introduction to Houdini, of course. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go through installing Houdini. So you go to the Houdini website, this one. You recognize the logo. You're gonna try and download. You're gonna log in. You can use your email. Me, I've already logged in. I can log in again using my Gmail. There we go. Let me set this up as well. Yeah, it's already set. So you can use this, but I use this. So you just press download, and it's 3 GB. This was a little hard to use. I didn't get it, so I just used this. And that after you've downloaded, we're here at the setup, and then now we can start installing. And that, so you're gonna get here. It's gonna ask you for all this stuff, what you want to install. So I would recommend this and this. Don't touch these two. I don't know what they do, but don't touch. Then I'm gonna do this. Feels like it's supposed, because these are the tools you use. You need Maya, Unreal, 3ds Max. I've seen 3D, they are all Autodesk, so those plugins are gonna be useful. And then there, and then there, and then now it's installing. So we're gonna give it some time to install. It's kind of a big install, but we're practicing patience. We wait. I'm gonna turn down the audio slightly here while it installs. I'm gonna switch it off, and then I'm gonna switch it off or turn it even more down. So we could have done this earlier. I'll tell you, it's a whole story. But I just learned how to use the mic and the sound card. So that's cool. I'm installing. Yeah. So just wait and wait and wait and wait. I'm gonna put timestamps on the final video so that it's not, you don't get to wait with me. You can, when the installation starts, I'm gonna put a timestamp.
But I'm using
And then when it's done with the installation, there's still some settings we're gonna have to put at the end of the installation. Otherwise, it's gonna be pretty straightforward after the plugins and the other associations. So we just wait and wait. Let me turn down the audio. I'm gonna switch it off. So timestamp. I'm recording again. So we're now installing Houdini launcher, the thing that was the other way of installing Houdini. And this is a timestamp. Let me check how long the stream has been going on. So I can 17 minutes, 18 minutes. So approximately 16 minutes is when we started, is when the installation ended. So we continue. Okay, this is gonna take a while. Another thing that's gonna take a while. So
I thought the music was part of the recording.
nah. So now we have completed the installation of Houdini. I hope it doesn't request for a restart. If it does, we are cooked because I'm gonna have to end stream, but that will be the end of the installation. Yeah, you're gonna have to do this. Install, reinstall my free Houdini apprentice, accept, and hopefully it should start. And then yeah, and then run. Come in. So you're right on time. We are now introducing the user interface of Houdini. Yeah. I'm recording so I can share. I can share on the group. Awesome. Okay. We're waiting. We're generating new accounts. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Houdini SideFx, a Apprentice, non-commercial, 2020. I think it's version 21, not the year 21. So this is the Houdini user interface. It looks different. It's very different. I will now welcome everyone who's interested in learning Houdini to look over here. Feel free to pay attention or not. Feel also free to ask questions ukiona kuna kitu nafanya na hamuelewi. Sawa? Awesome. So this is the user interface. This is the viewport. This is what it looks like. When you know, in Maya we usually press Alt to, also here you can press Alt. Oh yeah, you can also press Alt here when you're panning and rotating, etc. on the viewport. But this is where we're gonna do a lot of the work. This section is like the attributes section in Maya, but we'll get to that. These are the shelves, so you can create a box, etc. But we're not going to be creating things from here. It's not the best practice, but you'll notice it has a lot of things. You know, you'll see how it works basically. So those are the shelves. These are for lights, you know, collision, etc. Grains, the simulation stuff. This is where the simulation stuff. These are the primitive, the things that you're gonna, you know, classic. You have your textures, your UV unwrapping, the deformers, like modifiers in Blender, then your stuff like, you know, beveling, extruding, and other methods that you can do while modeling. Also more modeling tools. We'll get into that. I am not an expert. I just know how to use the software. So let's get to how you use this software. Okay. So here it's called is a network, empty network. It's where you create nodes basically. If you've used Blender, you've probably come face to face with either geometry nodes or shading, or in Maya it has hypershade where you can use nodes to create stuff. So here it's kind of the same thing. So best practice, first thing you do on your keyboard when you're here, you press tab on your keyboard, and then you can press tab and then type what you want immediately. You don't go there, you just type whatever you want. In this case, we are entering a geometry. Okay, we are gonna drop it here into the network. I don't know what it's called, a network viewport, I guess. I think that's the best. So after you drop your geometry, you double click on it, and then you're gonna be thrown in, like you see, it's like a folder. Here you drop your geometry. This is your geometry folder. You jump into your geometry folder. Does that make sense? Anyone with a question? No question? Okay, I think we should wait. Yeah, well, let's wait Kiasi so that she can catch up, and or just continue. Sindio, she'll ask questions, but oh, this is a big part. I can just wait. So the question is, we can't use this. You can, but it doesn't. It's not the best workflow when you're using Houdini. So
does it automatically connect its own nodes here?
Yes, it will automatically connect its own nodes there. But let's say box, the create a box, and we drop it there. So you see it has created outside the geo. See, this is our geo we have created.
Yeah.
It has created another geo with a box inside it. If you jump in, you'll see a box. If you jump in, so it's gonna create there. Let's say we are having a conversation with Houdini, and we want to keep the conversation, the context of the conversation here. So when we start using this and dropping them here, we are creating now other contexts for the conversation. Muna deviate from the main conversation. So we want to try and stick to the main conversation, which is in here. So we are going to follow this. So cool.
Then why is it there?
I guess I don't know. Hey, sijui. I guess walikuwa wanataka kufanya ikae familiar, like just drop your tube, or maybe they were thinking quick workflow, because it's not a familiar software.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a familiar software. You just don't do whatever you want. It's gonna a different way of working, so we're gonna approach it from how it wants us to approach it, not the Maya approach or the Blender approach. Cool. Okay, she's taking a little more time, but so I'll continue. I'll show you. It's just routine. So the culture tab is the most important. Is the most important key in this software. Tab. So you're gonna be pressing tab a lot. It's called the tab menu. Okay. So let's take tab, Cindy, and then we wanna add everything is in the tab menu. You're gonna notice there's animation. It has Apex, which is I guess naku rig, character. This is for animation characters. Motion clip in a deal na geometry animated. Pose. Okay, this I can get into this, but I can get attributes. You're gonna see attributes a lot, but don't let this overwhelm you. Character effects. You're gonna see cloth. You're gonna see crowds, feathers. This is interesting. Let's see if we can create a feather. Nope, not yet. I don't know how to use that yet. And then deformers, you're gonna be deforming your geometry. Let's take tab geo, tab box. We drop a box in there. That is a box. Let me turn this. Okay, this is the viewport. I haven't gotten into this, how things are displayed on the viewport, but we're gonna get there. I guess I'm not keen. I'm gonna turn off the light, the material. I don't know why it looks like that. But this is the box. It has 2 by 2. We're gonna stick to this so that we can see it. Let me try and flat wire smooth. Okay, it's not. I don't know what's up with this. I don't know what this black thing is. I usually don't get that, but it is gonna be awesome. So we drop a box and then we're gonna deform it. Let's bend it. Oops. Yeah. So don't worry. It's hautapotea. In this software, it's hard kupotea because once you start building, everything is there, you know. Now let's bend this. So this is how it's gonna be. This is the workflow. You drop up your box. This is your box, and then you connect it to the bend.
Where did you add the bend from?
The bend from the tab deform. Okay. Tab menu deform. Okay. Tab menu deform. Now let's get into the deformer. Let's see how well we can bend. You can see how we're deforming our geometry, but okay, let me just put it to wireframe. So that is our box. This is our main box here, and then we connect it to the bend modifier. So when you drop your box, you're gonna notice here, this is the property context. This is where you're gonna modify your box. So let's say you want your box to have more sides, right? This is where you add your sides. I don't know why I did that. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Let me reset. Let me reset the workspace. Reset. Road current does not yet. I don't know what just happened. I added 5 by 5 and then it stopped showing my cube. But that's a thing that has been happening. I don't know what's happening. It's supposed to show my cube. Yeah, I don't know what is happening with this software. Okay, but basically this is how it's supposed to look visually. Let me add 3 here. It disappears. 6. It appears. And then this 3 disappears. 4 it appears. I don't know what that means, but yeah. So now we're bending. You can see how it's deforming. I don't know. You can deform like that. You can twist. Let's twist. You can twist. Also, you can. Let's taper. Okay. Taper. There are many settings where you do, while you do what you do, you're gonna find many settings. You know, you just gonna find a lot of interesting settings. So yeah. So you're gonna be.
Okay, here you're using bend.
Yeah.
For the deform. Do you actually have to select the... Okay, why don't we select the box to do all that?
Oh.
Instead we select the bend, for example.
The pen?
The bend, for example. Are you getting my question?
Okay, ask again.
I'm asking, like, for example, for deform we have other stuff, right?
Yes.
So do you actually have to select the thing itself for you to work on the box? Like, why don't we select the box itself?
Just think of it as you're telling a story. So you started with a box, right? You started.
Okay, it applies for everything else.
Yes, it applies for everything.
Okay.
It's a story. You started with a box, and then you decided to bend the box. No. You're asking about these parts. this. You can do it individually also. You know, makes sense.
Okay, you answered my question, then went into something.
Oh, okay. I have answered your question. Well, that's a deformer, basically. There are a lot of deformers. Like list, lattice, linear taper, mountain. Let me show you mountain. Mountain is a common one. You see, this is our box. Again, we have started our story from the box, and then we sent it to a mountain, and then the mountain did that. What it did is added noise to it may just shift the position of the vertex, the points. This cube is made of points. So what it did, it just moved the points, the mountain. And then you can actually do this. You can see amplitude, and then you can control the type of noise that is. When we're making the eye, yeah, we can control the kind of noise that is going to be there. Yeah, so it's just, you can offset. And then we can say alligator. Those are different noises. This is the most used here. Now simplex, I think. Simplex. And then you reduce the amplitude. When it's 0, no effect. When it's max, a lot of effect. No. So that's how this is. You're writing a story. You start with the geometry you want, and then you tell the computer, okay, I want this. This is the story I want you to tell with this geometry. Now let's go on to my bend. Oh, there's another one here. I need to deflate. I hope I touch it to mob. Let's see. Oops, that's gonna take a while. So umeona, it was a cube, and now it has deflated. It like it had air. They're kind of effects, You see, it was a cube, sindio. And now we are adding the effect of the deflate. So in a quaka balloon, in a loose air, sindio. Now watch and gonna share one more thing. Now you can even, now let's take the mounting. We add it before the box. So now we have told it deform the box that we added. Remember, it's 4x6 by nini. It has 4 columns by nini, by 6 rows by, I don't know, how this other one. But XYZ, so keep that in mind. XYZ, the center. Also, you can scroll your position. Let me move behind. I'm changing the position of the cube. This is the center where it is. Oh, don't mind the mini. That's confusing. So that you can scroll it up or down to position it. The size, you can make it bigger or smaller in any way you want. So this is where you're gonna be interacting. You've created a box, Indio. You've given it a specific size. You've given it a position, a rotation. Now you start telling its stories, Indio. This box, I want you to deform it like this with a mounting, Indio. Looks weird. And then now I want you, this deformed shape, I want you to deflate it, right? Now it looks like that. Unlike this other one, now let me show you. Control C, Control V. When we do this directly without going, you see the difference between this one and that one. I'll teach you. See, this one is blue, this one is purple, right? Each node has a blue or purple. Don't worry about this, you'll learn about this as you go on. But this one is a blue and a purple. The purple, in a highlight, you see the wireframe, this one.
Yeah.
it's highlighting this story inakuonyesha where this path of the story is, and this one is the main one. Blue one is the one we are seeing now in the center. So it helps you when you do that. It helps you compare two things, or maybe even, let's here tufanye hivi, this and this. Hello. It can show you get to know where you were. We had the box, and then we added the mountain. So this is what it looks like when it has a mountain. And then this is the blue one, where the middle is when it's deflated. So this is how you're gonna be working, moving forward. If we're gonna be doing. So that's one way. That's how it works. And you see, you can split them up. Also, you can. Let me teach you one more thing. It's called merge, isn't it? There's also transform when you need to move. You can move it from here, but let me show you what happens when you move it from here. You have to select what you're moving and then move it. But the problem is you have to select everything. Okay, itasumbua for now, but let's not use that. We're gonna use this. We're not gonna use this. We're gonna use the transform. So we're gonna move the second deflation. We're gonna move it to the left here. Sorry. We select this, and then we translate. We can move it up. I wanted to move it this way so that we can see what is happening. Right now I've moved this. Remember, this bado iko on, sindio, the purple one. Let's go to here, and then we make this purple. Now we have these two. We are going to merge them into one. Now they are one. Everything is right there. We have our two. Now you see, we have created two paths, right, from one box. We've created two paths from one box. Two timelines, right? To create two timelines, not exactly time, deal na time, lakini you get the idea. We are splitting, and then we're bringing them back together into one geometry. So that is, let's see what else we can do. Tab. Finished with that. These dynamics are for now simulations. So they give them like fire, rigid body. Maybe you wanna collapse things, you wanna drop things, you wanna, something like that. So vellum, you wanna create fabrics, strings, balloons, water, liquid, sand. This is where the dynamics are gonna come. That's what dynamics are. So fracture, blah blah blah. There's more. Environments, clouds. So I'm not gonna get into this. Sijui just jatumia hizi hakina cloud, but nimetumia terrain. So this is called a terrain. You use it to create places. So let me show you. Nika Kenya tulionesho kwa Unreal. Yeah, landscape. Kenya tulionesho kwa Unreal. So let's create terrain, and then let's create a tab in Itango height field here. Height field noise. We're gonna start with a noise, and then connect it now there, right? that is a terrain. As you can see, this is where our box are. None of it, it's huge. It's a huge terrain. And then you can do tap height fields. You can, now you're telling the story of your terrain, isn't it? Now we want it to have terraces. We connect that. Did any of you do geometry? No, not geometry. Geography. Unajua terraces? No. Okay. Terraces ni ka steps on, lakini you've seen them, sindio? Kwa farmland, you know? So you do that. Now, here's the cool part about this. You can now height field erode. You can now erode it. So you can turn it into, you can basically, unajua effects za rain, water, heat, what it does to land. Yeah, erosion. So this, now it's cooking. You'll notice here down, you're gonna be paying attention to here. This is also important. So this part, it's gonna be telling you what the software is doing behind the scene. So you're gonna be cooking operation, geo height field. So this, here's our height field now, right? This is what we had created. You can notice hizi kuna places ziko na hizi lines ni kama maji inapitianga hapo, right? Let me actually make it simulation. Let me make it more visual. I think you can see where bindings flow. Height field. Visualize. So there's our height field. Actually, type height field, clear mask. Mask clear. And then we have that. So you can see what it looks like. You can see what it was. This is what it was, right? And now this is what it is. It looks like a real land, Cindy. To some way you can see the erosion, the hills, and remember, this is how small you are. So this is how you're looking at things. So this is the power of Houdini. So that we can put away. Also, you can, let me show you some other stuff. You can organize your stuff. So I can do this, and then I can create a window around it, and I can call this height field or land. Just call it land. And you can give it your colors, whatever color you want. In this case, and type green. For this box thing, I can select that and then do that and say box story. Box story. And then you can give it a color. Nice yellowish color, right? That is cool. That is awesome. That is everything. Okay. Now let's do some more. I want to show you cylinder. Also, use AI. So use AI as much as you want. I don't know where the primitives. So here, box. This is where you find this. So in a box, you're gonna find them in geometry. Yeah. Use ChatGPT to help you craft things, you know, model things in Houdini. You can ask it, how can I do this? How do I create a fire? You know, yeah. Well, we can get to that before 20 lesson. So let's take a sphere, right? Let's make it the main, right? Everything is still here. So note, kila kitu iko hapa. It's just that it's not gonna be shown while we continue. So it's not gonna be the main thing. I don't know why this sphere isn't showing. Why aren't you showing yourself? It's 10. I don't know why it's not showing itself. It's a glitch. I think this Houdini 21 gonna glitch mob. It's because unaona inanionyesha this one, but it's not showing me this, the mesh. It's just showing me the point where the sphere is. So I'll just try another one. Tab, geometry. Platonic solid. And we're not gonna we're gonna Icosahedron. And then there. I don't know why it's not showing. Oh, there's a light. I don't know what. Okay, D. Don't ask. We'll get here. We'll get here. We'll get here. I'm just switching off stuff. I don't know half the stuff that's going on here. I mean, I guess too. Oh, I also like this gray. Nice and gray. So there. We have a platonic solid. I don't know. I still. What? Still don't understand. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I had to switch off the light. But without switching off the lights, it's not the best. So I'll make it bigger. Now, let's get to the part where this, the most thing. Let's scatter some points, right? So we have scattered some points onto our platonic solid here in Icosahedron. We have scattered some points. So the story is we start with an icosahedron, platonic solid, and then we scatter points on its faces. So we are on its faces. You can also scatter points inside it. Points from volume. Points from volume, like that. You can add points from volume like that, and it's not showing me. Oh, ni point moja. No. Tenth grade. I don't know why it's not showing me the points. Again, it's glitchy. It's glitchy. Volume. So this is gonna be live, by the way. So utakuwa search. It's like a library. The tab menu, this one is like a library. You're going to a library, you're looking for what you wanna do, you know. For now I want points. I want points. I'll use this one, there are different ones, points from volume, scatter, and then there's this one, point generate. Let's try this one. Let's see. So it works. Look at random seed, but oh my god, even it's not giving me what I want. Even this is not giving me what I want, but it doesn't matter. Let's just use this. So you're gonna be splitting up your stuff. So you scatter. I've scattered this 1,000 points on the surface of this. I think it's not rendering the points. It's not rendering the points because that's fine. Let's keep it at 1,000. And yeah, and then we're gonna tab Voronoi fracture. We're gonna drop this. So we're gonna drop this. Voronoi fracture. Come on, please work. You're not working. Okay, let's try this one. No, it's not working. I don't know why it's not working. It's supposed to capture. There we go. It does. The points are there. So no, the points are there. Haituoneshi the points. It's a glitch. I don't know why it's glitching, because it's not supposed to be able to fracture our icosahedron, this one, without points coming through here. So the Voronoi fracture, uta notice some nodes require more inputs. So for instance, this one has 2 inputs. It requires the main geometry, the geometry you're gonna fracture, and the points at which it's gonna fracture. So let me show you what that looks like. Exploded view. So when it's fractured, that's what it looks like. Let's go further. So this is how the icosahedron looks like. Now let me show you what's something else. We're gonna do point jitter. What this does, nika noise, but nika mountain, but for points only. So I wish it was working properly. Now you see, you understand. Anyone? How's that? This is what it looks like when it's fractured. So let me scale this down. Oops, no. This. Let's scale this down. Hello. It went from this in a car very uniform, sindio, almost to this. In a car more natural, something broken, sindio. Right? Yeah. So let's add some color. So color, and boom. And then we're gonna use random from attribute. We're gonna select the attribute position, and we're gonna use black body. This work? No. Random from attribute. I'm gonna use. Okay, it's primitive. Detail. position. Random from okay, let's give it an attribute. Explode, no, this one. Piece. Primitive piece, right? Here. You're gonna notice attributes a lot. So, but don't get a headache. So, don't get a headache. And then we're gonna random from attribute. No, not ramp. Random from attribute. Piece, primitive, piece. Wait, what?
What's the difference in all of those?
So primitive, the difference in primitive, here, detail, primitive, point, and vertex.
Yeah, and the color type of.
Oh, and the color type. So constant, it's a constant color. You just chagua one color. So, bounding box, it's the box that holds this. I'll show you the bounding box a little later. Random, it assigns nini randomly. The color, itapeano randomly to any one of these whatevers randomly. Any one of these pieces. So, it'll give it a random color. Although right now it's not showing. So, and
just
then
a piece.
yes, just a piece, like one piece. And then random from attribute, no, ramp from attributes. Let's see geometry. Let me see how many pieces we have. So we have 194 pieces. So let's see here 94. So there we go. And then we go to scene. And then we go to primitive piece. Name of piece. It should be giving me the color by now. Inaweza kuwa another glitch, I guess, because let's say infrared. Yeah, it's another glitch. Let's see 193.
So is it supposed to bring all the colors there?
Yeah, every one of these pieces is supposed to have a color. Supposed to have a color.
Why is it so glitchy then?
I think itabidi to install Houdini, the other one. Inaitangwa? The one before this one. Because it's glitchy as hell.
This is the recent one.
Yeah, this is the recent one. The most latest one. Illinois piece. Okay, let's see if we connect this directly to this. Illinois. Still, bado inakataa. So skip to that. What the fuck? What the hell? Oh, what I did here is create interior surfaces. Okay. Now let's inaitango. Let's drop this. So we're gonna create a simulation now. So let's create a simulation where we simulate this icosahedron falling. So first we're gonna transform, tab, transform, nope, tab, transform, tab, transform, and then bam, bam. We're gonna move it up XY. Nope, 0.
So it's connected to the shape.
Yeah, to the
shape, the transform.
Yes,
okay.
It's connected to this shape that is outputted here. So you can also do this. Change to a color because I said it's still transforming. So basically, I've told it skip this, go to use the explode view node to transform it up, but we want it this way, packed. So we're gonna go up, 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 up. Cool. Now this is where we use AI. Okay. Because I don't remember how to do this. So we're gonna go to ChatGPT and we're gonna log in. We're logging in. So I'm gonna say Houdini systems. Okay, so I have an icosahedron that has been fractured. Has been Voronoi fractured. I now need to create a sim of it falling and breaking. Enter. Nice, you're setting function, okay. Okay, we've done that. Set up RDB. So after the Voronoi fracture, add an RDB configure SOP. Let's see. RBD. So tab RBD configure this one. So a geometry. So you'll notice imekuwa more. This one, when we fractured it had 2. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's this in a proxy geometry. I don't even know what that is. And static bounds still, I don't know what that is. All I know is it requires this, most importantly. So I'll connect this to this, right? After I transformed it, nilipeleka juu, sindio? It was down here. Then I took it up. And then now I'm configuring it for RBD configure, what AI is telling me to do. I'm following our AI instructions. So this will pack and assign attributes for simulation like active, fracture level, name, check, create constraints if you want glue constraints, add an RBD material fracture SOP optional if you want more natural breaks later. Optional, no, we'll not do this. So add constraints, use RBD from pieces SOP after fracture to generate glue constraint. RBD constraints from pieces SOP. So we'll do that. Let's see what this is asking. Oh, in a add mass, it's adding mass, its length in meters, bounding geometry. I don't know what that is. Name prefix piece, transfer attributes, V and W. Inamaanisha sijui kani vector of velocity na EW sijui inamaanisha nini, but don't again stress yourself with that. So it's gonna drive you nuts. And then create packed fragments and then all this stuff. I don't know what all this stuff is, but if you have constraints, you add constraints, but no, we're gonna stick to the simple.
I have a question. We're trying to make it look like it's exploding.
Like it's falling and breaking.
Oh, falling and breaking.
Yes, like it's falling and breaking.
So, what's the difference between an animation and the simulation?
An animation, you set your keyframes. So a simulation, the simulator calculates how everything is going to fall. So basically, animating, you're doing it, you're hard, unaifanya manually. Yeah, you're moving everything manually, piece by piece. Simulating, you're giving it real life properties and then telling it what would happen if I dropped this in the real world, and the simulation tries and imagines that. So
does Maya have that?
It does. I think Maya has simulators, lakini this is the best because its workflow iko more geared for simulation, because now you're not how deal na list, una deal na a story of how you're gonna simulate.
Okay.
So now we are at RBD constraints. So tab RBD constraints. Piece from pieces tab RBD constraints from pieces. I can see from pieces, so I'll skip that. Then send to DOPS, use RBD bullet solver. So now let's create a DOP network. Right there. This is where the simulation is now gonna happen. So, and then we go in. Now you get it. So we started here, Cindy, at the geo. We went inside, Cindy. We have done a bunch of stuff in this geometry. So we have created this. Which is huge. Right? And now we are working on this, and then now we are creating a simulator, and we're going even deeper. Now we are going deeper into the whatever we're supposed to do. So what we're gonna do is plug in fractured geo plus constraints, set ground plane on and set the solver, or create one manually and add some gravity. So and then simulate the. So what we're gonna do is RBD tab RBD bullet solver. We're inside, tab RBD bullet solver. Not a bullet solver. No. Let me just solve. Yeah, there. This one. Okay. We have a bullet solver. So what it needs is here is objects to be processed. Okay, let's ask the AI. How do we connect nodes to the RBD solver? With constraints attached. Second constraints. Let's play some more RBD packed on the side. Oh yeah, we'll use this one because I don't know this one. This one looks wrong. Sorry. Tab RPD bullet solver. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, my bad. So there, we connect to that constraint. I don't have constraints, but let's connect that, and then any proxy geometry, connect that to there, and then collision geometry. Let's add a tab grid. We add a grid, then connect that to the collision geometry, and then this. Okay, so that.
I have a question. Can you color yours?
These points.
Yeah.
Okay, so there.
And this one?
This one. There.
They have to be the same.
Yeah, they have to be the same.
Also, that's how you, another way to know.
Yeah, that's another way to know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So constraint. Also, you can notice purple. Let me show you the constraints. Let me show you the constraints. Tab now. And boom. There are no constraints. Let's create some in here. Green, blue, sour. Bado. I guess I had to create constraints. It's another workflow to create constraints, because it didn't give us the opportunity. It didn't have that node to create constraints, but I'll show you. So now here we are with the RBD bullet solver. Let's see if it will simulate. So to start simulating, you just press play, and it's not doing anything. That means something here is missing. Forces. Yeah, setup. Inside the solver, you'll find tabs for collision, forces, and ground plane. Press play, the solver takes care of the rest. Make sure pieces are packed. Oh, yeah, here. Did we pack pieces? Ilikuwa off, sindio? There we go. I think, is it working? No, I don't know. No, it's not working. Please, I think one more thing. I made a mistake here. Surfaces. Let me switch this off and then try one more time. Still no. Let's go back to AI. Okay. Did I pack it here? Or should I? Let me try and see if I can pack. So there's a node called pack, and then you pack it into there. Transform for Noi. And try to run. No. I guess we're gonna have to go. Should be easy. Peace. One more time. Finally.
But it's not
Jeez.
breaking.
Yeah, I know. Let me try and unpack it and see if it will break. Wow.
That's so cool.
Yeah. There we go. Let me switch this off to this mode. So there we go. We have a nice sim over there. Oh. Can I tab? Yeah.
It's even falling to the clean event.
Let me give it a nice color so it can. Yeah. So now I render hizi parts. It's glitching out, but it's recognizing it as an object. So there. So that's what it looks like.
Okay, and now I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Can we control what you want to happen?
Yes, you can control what you want to happen. Like instance, you want what to happen.
Just a question.
Just a question. So.
Yeah, okay, like for example, can I control the number of fractures?
Yes, you can control the number of fractures. Like you control the number of fractures with how many points you put in here.
Okay.
So let's no. We don't. So remember, so it's a story. Okay, so how this? Let me show you just an example. Cindy. See, let's see, it's there, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go back here to change stuff, like here, let's say I'm gonna add some points, ndio. So naona imecalculate, and now it's gonna hang kiasi ndo it calculate. So let's go back and play it again. It's gonna change the simulation. So
okay. How you want mentioning that? For example, you want to click one piece to exaggeratively roll. Can you control that?
Yeah, you can control that. But that
just a piece though.
Yes, just a piece. Yeah, you can control that. You can do insane stuff. So kuna ingine inaitangwa Voronoi tab. Voronoi material fracture. Inaitwa material fracture actually. Material fracture. This one. Let's use this one, right? So we're gonna get required geometry. This is it, and then it's cooking. We're gonna disconnect here, tutazima here. So you see these wires. So to cut them, you press Y. So
Yeah.
Y, right? So you cut them by pressing Y. Ndio ukikata sunaona imekuwa exclamation mark. Inamaanisha this, it doesn't have this geometry, so it can't send anything down the line. So now let's reconnect. You just
just the normal way.
Yeah, just the normal way, just there. Okay. Now Y again. So here, constraint geometry, I don't have a constraint. Proxy geometry, I don't have that. This I have Voronoi points. This one, point shooter, there, and then it's gonna calculate. So here I want it to be wood. So nataka ivunjike kambao. Sasa ina calculate. So keep in mind, unaona here, it's gonna be keeping. Can I nini hii kitu? So keep in mind, ina calculate, so it's just doing, that's behind the scene, so you let it do it. So yeah, it's telling you, yeah, so you just have to wait. until it's done, then you know it's done. Bam. Una swali? Uko poa? Oh, you're in awe. You're in awe.
Imagine unataka machine. Unataka machine.
Oh, iko na chlorine mob. Ulitoa kwa dispenser?
Utinilia kama chungwa ndani.
Basi, then I'm old because me I see feel iko na chlorine.
I put oranges in it.
It won't do that. It won't make. It has to be the water that has chlorine. And I take time. So we just wait. And we're waiting, and we're waiting, and we're waiting, and we're waiting some more. Right now, I'm thinking about going to sleep.
What are you gonna do? Charging. That one.
What?
And the engine.
Monday. Kila kitu nafanya Monday. I'm doing everything on Monday.
Unaweza kuja Monday kufanya na
Yeah.
mystery and the engine.
So.
Uko na time.
Ati?
Time utafanya.
Nini?
And really, do you have like your time planned? I'm just anything.
Sijasikia.
I'm asking, do you have your time planned? Am I exist?
No, I just show up whatever I feel in the morning. Nikiwa
That's difficult to that.
tunaweza fanya hata unreal. Okay, tukionana tutafanya. We see each other, we'll do the unreal. Damn, it's taking time. Oh, I put too many points. Let me escape. Even though imefanya so much. Yeah, imefreeze. So now it's undoing everything. It's canceling. So, I think nimejaza memory. I'm gonna go and delete hizo vitu zingine. Material fracture, it does. So umecheki set here, I've set it to wood. Sindio?
Yeah.
So it tries and recreates how wood breaks. It fractures it like wood. So it try and recreate. So that creates a lot of detail. Also, I'm supposed to go here and change, reduce the details. And we're back to nowhere. So umechiki nime escape, so it has nothing to show you. So it will show you this. So cooking was interrupted. So it was cooking.
It literally says cooking.
Yes.
I thought you were just saying it for fun.
No, it's not for fun. It's cooking. It's cooking. Let him cook. So, got it? Let me reduce the points up, to the point. No, not point zeta. Here to at least 1. Escape. And then sparse volume. So, and then it starts calculating. Please work faster.
You went for the master class.
Huh?
The master class.
Umefanya?
Ulienda.
Master class ya nini?
Houdini.
No.
Ilikuwa ya Unreal Engine.
Oh, ile ya nini?
Alliance.
Alliance. I was rejected. They rejected me, but they took her.
Phoebe.
Yeah. So, utaongea naye. Yeah, I know, right?
So, okay. What were you supposed to be?
Unreal Engine.
Mbona, how come she qualified?
I think it's an age thing.
Age?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, she's almost your age. We're the same age.
But how
They are more willing to invest in younger people. That's not the case. My dad did that, by the way.
Oh, you actually told you that?
No. Alini showed that back in the day. I show yo. As you grow older, you don't take life seriously, but as you grow older, you're gonna find that.
You're the most serious person
Nani mimi? Me, I'm the most. Yeah. Sasa unaona hapa here pass 0 of 79 inamaanisha it's doing a lot of things behind the scenes, so I am not gonna do this. I'm not gonna use wood. So let it cancel, and then we're gonna use glass. We're gonna use glass. I think we're gonna glass.
So does it even make the kind of fractures that glass has?
Yes. It's the kind of fractures the glass has. I think this is fast 0 to. So no, pass 0 of 19. Of pass 1 of 2. And then it's done. It's gonna go to pass 2 of 2 and the pass 1 of 19. It does that.
I'm so interested in this. It looks fun to do.
Yeah.
Just a bit more
Now,
complicated.
it's so satisfying. It's done. And it's not showing me, but I know it's there. So it's not showing me. Let me see if I explode it. Kaitafanya kitu. Bado inioneshi. It sucks. I don't understand why it's not showing me. It's not showing us the many. It's that glitch. Whatever is going on behind the scene. Or they don't care anymore. I don't know. Anyway.
The apprentice one.
Yeah. No, not the apprentice. I think that's the whole Houdini thing. They don't care anymore. So we transform it because it must be there. And then RBD configured. There it is. There it is. Mbona zifanya such. Oh, let me use instead of platonic tab grid. Yeah?
Your head is still moving here.
Nani mimi? Yeah. That's my curse and my gift. So we do this, and then we're gonna scatter. In this case, tuta scatter. So we're gonna come and connect it here. So you can. So unaona vile tumefanya platonic. We can just take this and then follow it down the line. So instead of here, we do this. Unaweza shake. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. You shake that. Ina disconnect. I come here. Point jitter. So those are the points. Let me reduce the number of points. Hapo, sindio? And then I bring everything here. No. Let me Y. That. And then that. Then that. Then we can give it time to calculate. Itakuwa faster. Yep. Kuna kitu imefanya. I don't know what that means. What do you mean it has holes? Okay, watch to increase this to 100,000 back to 1,000. Bado iko na holes, so it is what it is. Transform color, RBD configure. In a glitch. You see that? Yeah, that's not supposed to happen.
Oh, for the previous one, did it create the plane automatically for the rock to fall on?
Did it?
Did it create the plane automatically for
No, I've created the grid. So now here, there's a grid.
Okay.
And then I connected it.
That part.
Yeah, I connected it to this in Itango. Not guide sim, this one, collision geometry. So this is gonna be the collision, what it collapses to. So Now let's see if it's gonna try and do it. Yeah, it's not gonna, it's gonna try. But haijafanya kazi poa. Yeah. But you can see inajaribu kuka glass. So I guess the whole software iko glitchy. The whole software iko glitchy. Specifically this and other stuff. Curved glass? No, flat planes. Okay, kill. Okay. That's a glass. Let's see what chat on it. Stop. It's not showing me the, again, it's not showing me the glass. It's just gonna show me the end. Let's see.
Oh my lord, signing.
Yeah, me and you both, bro. So this is what it looks like. I don't know why it's glass. I don't know why it's gonna ripples. So it's glass. So you know how glass is?
Yeah.
It shatters from the middle. And then let me turn this. Oh wait. So I want you to show you what happens when we transform. So when we rotate X, Y, tufanya hii 90, right? So that, sindio? I want you to notice how it still simulates and applies.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So that's glass for you, baby. Tumeenda mbali, miss out 65, 67. Almost in icon of glass, right?
Yeah, almost there.
Yeah.
But that's still pretty impressive.
Yeah. So you can even animate. Now let's say, let's do.
What would you animate from there?
No, let me show you when we animate. So let me get rid of this kwanza. How wanna record the reason we are. Yeah. And grid, we're gonna use a tab cube, right? And then connect there. That is the cube. Haija complete the nini. It has not completed the fracture. But this is what it looks like. So now how it looks like as a glass. Yeah. Let me try and size. Can you increase the subdivisions? Okay, and then increase, decrease. Let's make it flat. 0.05. What? It looks glassy. And then that. It didn't. Oh, tumetumia the wrong thing. So scatter. And then there. Oops, no. Let's just scatter. It's cooking our operation.
That time you actually gonna fall.
Yeah. Na hii kitu itaniumiza. Transform. I'll be the fracture rebel. Still not doing. Let me just do this. Point from volume. I shake this out. I connect it here. I check this out, and then I'll be doing. So you can keep going, and there is a kind of glass. It's not. I don't know why it keeps material fracture. Double constraint. So we're gonna have to find a nice place. Oh, tunaweza fanya hivi. Ah, no. It's not gonna let us cracks. Crash radio, no. It's not doing what I want. Black lines. Chipping, no, it's straight chipping. So you see now I've added chipping. It has smaller pieces, right? Detail size. Input points. Then this I'll return to default. So that is already on default. Okay, look in a hivyo basically. Now this is the best, honestly. The best it can do. And then we can run it. Now I wanted to do the animation. But for now, what I find here.
Oh, damn, I was actually expecting that.
So now let me put it on the floor without gravity. On the actual floor. Yeah. So that's the point of impact. So interesting. Nakafan. Let me do one thing in my mistake. No. Yeah. Let me go here. Hey, lakini iko fast. It's calculating really fast. Yeah. That is broken glass. So yeah. So you can tell iko very, and at the end of the day you have this, you can do whatever you want. So let's say nifanye tab now, sindio, and then I connect this to this and this to this. Escape. Control C. This to this. Sindio. Now I can come and just like box. Sindio. That's a box. Now tab, say cylinder. or acha tuende kwa other primitives. Geometry, primitive, torus, sindio? Where is the torus? Tab, geometry, primitive, torus. Click it there. Now this is the torus. Even the torus in a fracture, right? That's how it looks like. A glass torus would look like after it has nini. Then this is it. Let's restart it. Haija complete. I don't know what the problem is. Here it's okay, right? Here it's okay. Here it's okay. No, here is where the problem is. Oh, glass trying to find something. Complete. Yes. So it needs this. Nimesolve, so. Now let's try. Bado, what? Okay, let's try pack. So this is the only thing that will work. Okay, stop. Go back. Yeah. Much better. So unaweza enda back here to the top. You add your torus or your box, whichever you want, and play. Haionyeshi my box. Oh, there it is. Hatukuwa tumeanza. Oh, this is better. This is better, even though it's glitched out. You can damn. Awesome. But I like the torus one. Oh, now let's animate. Oh, and so I showed you animation. So that we can end this now, right? And go home. Sorry. Yeah, I'm still recording, but you're allowed to talk, jeez. You're allowed to talk. Okay. Now let's turn this 0 and then 0, right? And then let's on the Y. 3, 2, 5, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9. Okay, that was all. And then we're gonna do one thing, Cindy. We're gonna animate a collision object. So we have a grid here. but that's where it's gonna sit on the ground. So tab, let's say sphere, I show again another one. Let me just icosahedron and make it small. 0.5. So from scale. Wait, what is happening? I reduce size. Oh, sorry. I was reducing the size to the wrong thing. And then transform, tab, transform. We're gonna position up, auto high. Ilikuwa 0.25. Let me somewhere hapo, and then tuipeleke somewhere hapo, sindio? And then we're gonna keyframes. So keyframes.
I have a question. Want you to animate the actual torus? The torus?
No. I want you to the torus is gonna be simulated. We're gonna simulate something else hitting the torus.
So you can't finish fast.
So keyframes, set keyframes, ndio. Now ikiturn green hivyo iko keyframed, and then we go from there to there, around there. Wacha tuweke hapo 7, ndio. Frame 7. In frame 7 we're gonna make it go to 1.5. 1.5, right? Imepita, sindio? And then keyframes, commit change. Let's see now that works. So you see it's moving, right? To the point that it intersects with the nini, sindio?
Yeah.
Now let's do a tab merge like that, and then we're gonna insert that and the grid, the flow, and then we're gonna connect it to the collision. So now we notice ka green, everything has gone green that way because inamaanisha it's an animation. This is animated.
The green.
Yes, this is animated. Everything that's flowing this way is animated. Now let's play and see what happens. Right? Not there. There. Let's play and see what happens. Oh, it didn't animate. Ooh, it didn't animate. Let's just try. So this is what is happening inside the simulator. Now notice this is what is happening.
Like from start to end?
Yeah, from start to end. This is what has been, that is the calculator. So from here, let me see if this alone it'll work, bila the merge. If this without the animation will work. No, it does not calculate the animation of the collider. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Animated. Yeah, it's animated. Why isn't my guy animating then? And then it comes. It's supposed to animate this. Let's see if that works. Mona, what has happened? Okay.
Sorry.
Let's increase the keyframe here. But it may happen so fast, so let's play. See what happened. This is the first frame, this is the collision point.
Also the animation affects the simulation.
Yes, now the animation affects the simulation. Not perfectly, you see the direction it hits. There. It jumped between them. Yo, Jer. Oh, it doesn't care enough, huh?
Jesus Christ.
So let me change the animation. If we're a little slower, let me extend the keyframe. Can I extend the? I don't know how to extend the keyframe. I just did keyframes. Move keyframe.
Umetoa keyframe moja.
Nataka kuzitoa zote. Sijui kutoa. I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know how to move keyframes. I don't know how to operate this thing. But kuna kitu ingine imehappen.
But ukimove haita affect vile na hit the torus.
Nini? Nikimove the
hiyo time haita kwa lead. You just try and see.
Yeah, I'll just try and see. First I need to know where this is at, because it's supposed to be, this is the grid, so it's supposed to be, and the torus is how big. I haven't looked at the torus. It's radius 0.5, internal radius 0.5. Oh, nearly scale. Oh, yeah, that's what happened. So if I come here, that is what it looks like. Yeah, I scaled it by mistake. So now this doesn't have to be, this can move at the same size. Keyframe. Set keyframe. And then, bam. Oh, stop. Stop. Keep doing. Keyframe, set keyframe. What did I keyframe? Okay, now it's natural. We're gonna merge this and see now if it works. Let's take it even farther and make it 3. Oh, no, from 24. Escape. Escape. 3. Now you can see what is happening.
So what did you fix?
What do you mean?
What did you fix? Just the keyframes?
Yeah, no, not just the keyframes. Nilikuwa nimeshift what it was doing. So let me make it even faster and muone the effect because haiko effective enough. Let me make frame 24. I'll take it to 9. Enter. And then you can see how fast. So you can see now. You can even now put your own animations, like a whole character.
Can you animate the Taurus?
No. Okay. When it's simulated, it's now nika umeambia ule mse mwingine akuanimatea. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like when
yeah.
Like you're not the one umeambia mtu mwingine akuanimatea, so you have to do it. But that's it. It's nice and lovely. If we had time we could render, but no. It's 7:53, it's 8:30. Time to end this. I'm gonna put timestamps and that's it. Kinaacha imaliza kusimulate. I think imemaliza kusimulate. Inafaa kuwa inamaliza by the time iko 100. Put 100. No, it's it. What happens? You don't even see the nini.
Yeah.
It's coming in very fast. There. You guys. So that's it. Hata ikai kwa link inakaa kwa screen. Yeah. So I put something. That's Houdini for you, okay? I'm gonna end it now. Cool?
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so